I usually drop it on. So
Yeah, I'm
you want
not.
to swap out memory card real quick?
Actually, I don't. I just want to talk. We could just talk.
I want to do the production value,
There's no,
man.
bro. There is the product. We are the production
All
value.
right, the hell with it. Here we go. It's not our song anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aaron Lurie. I am the proud owner of VMA Studios, and to my right, I have
Barry with a B. We are the A and B conversation. I put the B in the conversation, and A is for Aaron.
that's me, baby. So we want you to see your way in. You are our community, and that's what C stands for. So welcome to episode number 3, where we are going off script today because it's just one of those 2 weeks.
Oh God, one of those
2 weeks. One of those
It's
2 weeks.
It's been for real. Like it's been a week, man.
Bruh.
It's just dragging, and it's one of those like just it's part of the business, I guess.
Well, I'm on the other side. I had a very blessed week. We did 15 events in 7 days.
Oh, so you're tired?
You were part of it.
Oh yeah.
You were part
Oh,
of it.
yeah, okay, so you're just tired from working so hard.
I'm catching up to the. Oh, you got done with my event 3 minutes ago. Where are my photos?
Ah, that's good. So you're on the opposite side. I'm just like, ugh.
Mm.
I'm disgusted with everything
You're
and
disgusted
everybody.
with everything.
Everything
That's
and everybody.
a very big gamut of conversation.
Everything.
Oh.
Everything just bothers me. And
Everything.
It's me. It's me. You know, we started talking. It's me because it's the way I am as a person and how I carry myself, and I'm a perfectionist, right?
You are.
And as a perfectionist, when I see things not being done perfectly, right, it bothers me.
So okay,
Yeah.
let's take this. Okay, so to the audience and to the group, if you're not sure, Barry, you know, if I'm a full-time content creator with video, photography, all that stuff. Barry has flirted in between the industry of being supported by corporate America and then trying to.
Oh
be on
yeah,
your own, right?
yeah.
So currently, you're now on the working your schedule to work out content and video creation, but your main stake, honestly, is corporate America. right
Absolutely.
now.
I still have my day job.
So we're really frustrated now, and I think we could tie this into all production side of it.
Yeah.
Because I had a really rough wedding this past weekend with kind of what you're feeling, the lack of professionalism,
The lack of
the
professionalism.
lack of drive to be
Better.
in the moment better. Maybe not so much understanding, but in the moment, how do I take this situation and just turn the volume up just a little?
I got one to break it down for you, and you'll like this one. The lack of the propensity, right, to protect the integrity of the outcome.
Shout out to Katrina Wagner, please. Shout out to Katrina.
Always, but that's what I think. That's what
Brand authority.
That's what
Just-
bothers.
You guys don't know
me.
brand authority, guys. If you're
Yeah.
looking to get your brand taken
Go
care
ahead,
of,
yeah.
shout out to
always,
our girl
always,
Katrina.
always. But that's what bothers me the most. The lack of the want to protect the integrity of the outcome, knowing that hey, this is going to be what's best for everybody, and this is what's going to look the best. But then you got to ask yourself a question: what gives you that authority to say that you know what's better than everybody else, right?
It's not if I never say okay. I don't think you know better. I think you just in the moment it's your responsibility to manage what you feel is best for the situation.
Yeah.
And only life experience tells you if that situation was the correct choice or not. And always going back. Like one of the things I love doing after an event is pros and cons.
Mm.
Right. So when I shoot with a second photographer or videographer, it's like, hey man, thank you so much. I had a great event with you. Really appreciate it. What was pros and cons?
Mm.
Was there a con with my communication? Was there a con with your communication? Was there a good thing that happened? Was there something that we could have done? Did we manage time properly?
Yeah.
I felt stressed at this point. Did you feel that? Was that on me? So I think it's always in communication as far as how do you better yourself?
Yeah.
Always moving forward to the next event because you can't go back, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's done,
what
right?
It is. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So where are you at right now? Like, I mean, are you how do you want to manage this? Is it cultural? Like, because we talk about it a lot of times. I'm all about the culture of the business, the industry that you're
Yeah.
in, right? How do you build the culture of your employees, the people that work for you? So, for me, it would be affiliate photographers and videographers that work under the brand.
Yeah.
How do I want them interacting and reacting all the time in front of clients? Do are we really going to worry about a paycheck for a half an hour? Can we not handle that later on? Can we be there for the moment? Like, what's the culture issue?
Yeah. So I don't know if I told you, but I'm very much into like
Mm-hmm.
leadership books, leadership in general. Like I read leadership books all the time. I think the idea of leadership is cool, right? Like that's something like I'm really interested in, and leading other people,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is that's fun for me, right? So my issue now is leading peers, right? How do you lead someone who has the same level as you? So that's the challenge.
Same level. Let's
Yeah.
dive. I want to dive into that because just because I have
Same
a
title.
title
Yeah.
doesn't mean you have the same education or knowledge that one holds.
Let me break it down for photography. Let's say you're hired by a bride. Let's throw all contractual obligations out the window.
Okay.
Let's say bride hires you, right, as a main photographer,
Smart move.
right? And the groom, I like that. And the groom hires another photographer as a main photographer, right? So we have two main photographers. Who's the main photographer?
Well, first off,
That-
that bride and groom ain't gonna make it long.
Exactly.
Because we have two people doing the exact same thing.
Exactly. That's where I'm at. Actually, that was the most perfect example that I could possibly give.
That is now that has actually happened to me before.
Yeah. And how did you handle it?
But it was because a lot of my namesake is bar and bat mitzvahs. It's actually divorced parents.
Mm-hmm.
So the mom hired a photographer because the dad wasn't paying for the event.
Mm-hmm.
The dad hired their own photographer because he didn't want to be part of that experience.
Oh, what a smart guy. I like that.
For who?
I like that.
Because now let's go back to what you said.
Yeah.
We now have the daughter or the son in the middle
Mhm.
who has to now be
Well,
pulled.
Let's take that. That's deeper than the question. The original question
No,
being,
because we're go ahead.
From a work standpoint, that's what I'm dealing with. We got two people in the same peers. You're talking about with the family and
No, but we went back to the point of just because you have a title doesn't make you who has the better idea to move the.
So if we're both
the
main
moment
photographers,
Yeah.
and I work with you a lot. You're very forward and you're very headstrong and you're a Taurus, so you're very stubborn in your ways. And I say that
I'm
with
also
the
an
most
Aries.
amount.
I'm also an Aries.
Nah, nah.
I am. Right on
Also,
that cusp.
well,
I am.
I say that with the most love, right? And
I'm a perfectionist at that moment.
Exactly.
I put more pressure on me than needed because I'm so afraid of not performing.
Now, if you had someone with that same thought process in your way to get their shot, and their thought process was the same, I'm a perfectionist, this is what I need to get my job done. I need to go here and you need to move back because we're on a timeline. We have a time crunch. So your time doesn't matter. All I care about is my time. You see,
You want the honest question?
yeah,
Honest answer?
absolutely.
I would assert myself
Mm-hmm.
in getting their shit done
Mm-hmm.
so I can get back to my shit.
Really?
Yeah. My honest answer, you
I like
can see
that.
me doing it.
I like that.
I would dive in on a light. I would help move the light. I know that I could do it better than his assistant. I know I could get his shot better.
Mhm.
At least my confidence says that.
Mhm.
And I would want to get him done because not for me, but to get onto my shot list of what I promised my people.
And that's my problem because
But you're in a corporate contract. You're not an individual.
No,
that's
that's the example. That's just an example.
I know,
but to say yes, two managers, right? We're working together,
yeah,
and have the same goal. But if you want to go left and I want to go right, how how can I say, hey, let's go left when I want you to go right?
That's a coffee meeting, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to talk.
See,
It's me,
see, but
and
that's
this
the
is
whole
the
thing, though,
frustration,
right?
and I'm not like that because I'm such a team player. I'm just frustrated.
But here's the but here's the culture issue
Yeah.
that I go back to is that you're assigning your higher ups are assigning leadership roles dual or try people on the same level. So there isn't a clear perspective on who takes control.
Yeah, but we as leaders
That's
should be able to work that out together.
no, because there's always someone who's a leader and there's always someone who's a follower.
Yeah,
And there's layers to that.
I agree.
So your CEO comes down, you all are yes, sir.
Yeah,
Even though it goes against your leadership, what they want you to do. You're still gonna fall in line, so now you're a
always.
follower.
Yeah,
So the layers are always
I agree.
perpendicular to the concept of a leader follower.
Mhm.
You may have leadership qualities in your role,
Mhm.
and when you're left alone as the top dog, that's the direction.
Yeah,
But when you have two top dogs, not saying they're better or not,
Yeah,
and they both want to mush in different directions, the next level is the guy who's above you needs to make that decision.
yeah. And the
So
decision
you
is,
either
if the
you either
decision
have
is,
that yeah,
you
dude.
guys figure it out. If that's the decision.
That's the coffee conversation.
Oh man,
I mean, dude, you're
and you know what? You're absolutely right, and I know in my heart that's the answer. I just don't want to do it. 100%, you are completely right, and I know you're right. I
want to find the right tune for this.
Nah, man,
These
I
are
just
tune.
and
There it is.
Yeah, probably, and it's me.
One more time. You don't want to do it?
I don't, but I know it's me, and I know I have to do it. Right, and going back to photography because that's what we.
But you know what? Tie it back into.
I will tie it back.
Let's manage that in maybe a planner telling you on a timeline that's not working. You have to have that communication. The DJ who's not giving you heads up.
God.
Maybe it's the mother-in-law who's wanting to take over, and the bride is like, just like, please, like they're throwing a life. Like, help me take control of this. Like, you know.
Yeah, but then,
these are all that management concept that has to be done, all not while doing what we're hired for, creating art through photography and video.
Yeah,
this is the human construct, the psychology behind of working with people and doing events. That is why I'm gonna get on a high horse. You're hiring a photographer; they do portraits. That's not an event photographer.
not
Just because they produce beautiful portraits, that doesn't mean they know how to do a high pace, managing 100, 150 people, managing 5 very special people for that day. Like, I can't tell you how many times I hear like someone's like, "Oh, I hired this person who did these beautiful portraits for me. Are they an event photographer?" No, they only do portraits.
And
I'm
it's
like,
so different.
good luck.
People
Like,
don't understand. I think people don't understand where it really goes into events.
they don't. And the question is, should they know?
Should they care?
Should they care?
I'm paying for a service. That's it.
Well, if you pay for a cleaner to clean your house, do you care if it's clean when it's done? Because you're just paying for a service.
Are they professional cleaners or do they specialize?
Bro, I'm from New York. Professional cleaners have a different tone to me, bro.
Oh, these sanitation workers. You're right.
Dude, I grew up during the mafia time, bro.
Say that. We digress. So let's shout out to our sponsor today, Horologe Studios.
Great
right?
timing.
Horologe Studios located right here in Fuquay Arena. Right?
Shout out to Horologe Studios, creative white space designed for content creators to get their studio on. Unleash your creativity with Horologe Studios. Memberships are available, and we have open time for you to expand your business and get into controlled lighting with a studio, podcast station, sales, all white labeled when you come in. Your brand's up top. Thank you, Horologe, for this awesome setup.
Man, Horologe, I love this place.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. So let's talk about last time we talked. We were prior to going to the mitzvah that we had, right? And this mitzvah was super special because there's 2 families.
Yep.
Right, and we had our concerns about how challenging it might be to film 2 families on a mitzvah, right? Because it's what's the technical term for twins?
It's a Benet or Banat,
But
depending on
so it was kind of like a bidet, but not.
So it was considered a Benet because it was two boys. But the issue that I had, I'm just looking for a note that I wanted to talk. I thought I'd text you what I wanted to talk to you about. Give me 1 second. We'll just cut this out for a second. My bad. Yeah. So the issue again, going back to the management side of it, is it was a very unique situation. So as a legacy photographer, one who does like legacy moments, weddings, quinceaneras, sweet 16,
Legacy. That sounds sexy.
legacy photographer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
legacy.
dude. Let's quote it. Hashtag legacy photographer. I think maybe I'll just start promoting myself that way, man. I think that sounds good.
I think it sounds good. I like the way that sounds.
I'm okay with that. Most mitzvahs are with a family, and sometimes there's a dual family. When I say dual family, it's like we mentioned before, the mom and the dad have unfortunately not stayed together, so you actually end up having multiple family avenues to photograph.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, mom and dad are still biologically the child, so the grandparents are still the same, all that stuff. In this case, we had two families that are just best friend families. They grew up as parents together. The kids get along like brothers and siblings. So we ended up having two separate lineage families come together to do one mitzvah.
Yeah.
And we spent quite a lot of time on figuring out, because we had strict timing from the temple on how much time we had to photograph these families.
Have you ever done anything like that before?
Once before, and I think that's what sold me on this, because every time I spoke to him, I had this concern, and I think I over concerned it for their understanding, their education on you guys truly don't understand what you're walking into and what you're asking the photographer team to cover with the mentality of the legacy photos that we need to do. We have two families. Both families have parents. Both families have dual grandparents. They have siblings. And yes, you guys are friends, but what's my concern? None of my business is my concern, but my concern still is, what, God forbid, happens in 5 years if you guys are not best friends? And if everything is so blended, this awesome moment will only be a negative mindset.
So, I was about to say something controversial.
Go. Go. Do it.
Bro, only girls not friends anymore.
That's what I'm
saying. Guys are friends forever, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Until, guys, before... I know I have a beep somewhere.
Oh, God.
Maybe.
That's so funny. I have all my guys friends forever.
Yeah, guys before...
There you go.
That's it, man. But
that's so funny. I'm about to take this whole. This is good.
Yeah, start talking. That's a long beat. But my concern was, again, I don't wish that on them, but what if? And again, here's a question to the audience: am I overthinking it?
I think.
Was it my responsibility to be like, oh, you guys? Great. In 5 years where you're not together and all your photos are together, that's your problem, not mine. I just have an hour moment.
I think that's a good question. I
comment below. What do you guys think about this? This is something that I think is a great conversation. I think you're going to see it more and more, just as I think people are trying to cut a little corners on, we have two events, so we share it. I think you're going to start seeing a lot more shared events, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially with those legacy events.
How do you handle that, managing it?
I think that based on that, now that it's over, and as we reflect on the event, and it's in the rearview mirror, but I think maybe there was some overreacting, right? I think, but then again, we had a plan, right?
Bro. Our plan was on point, dude.
Yeah, it worked. It worked well.
It worked.
But also, I don't think it's any of our business what happens in 5 years. But that's not your business model, because your business model is very much legacy. And I got a mitzvah today, right? And I know once I go to this mitzvah, there's 7 kids turn in, 13, 14? 13.
12 to 13. Yeah.
Yeah. There's 7 kids getting older. and
Go with that.
yeah. And as these people get older, right? They see the images that you create and say, "Hey, I want that for my mitzvah," right? So your job is to look at that future, right?
But look, what separates
Mhm.
me from another photographer? Like, let's be honest. There's photographers that are able to do what I do.
Yeah, they're not
There are
legacy.
photographers that do better work than I do.
They're not legacy photographers though. I've never heard the term legacy photographer.
Well, we could coin whatever we want, and we can make any jargon we want. Let's be honest. We can do any jargon, anything
Absolutely,
you want to
but
hype yourself.
is
But
that
my point is the physical art of what I do.
Uh-huh.
Granted, no one sees the world how I see it. No one sees the interactions. That no one sees it the way that you see it.
Yeah.
And we've been on events where I'm like, bro, do this. Why are you not doing this? And you're like, no, I see this. And you get the footage. I'm like, bro, you got to trust in his process. He's not you. He sees it differently. But I could show you ways that I see that you could then blend
Yeah.
into you. Kind of what you have to do with your manager is blend your two thought processes. Sorry.
But why bring it up?
Stab you. But ultimately, like, and I want to go back to the wedding in a few minutes I just did working with Michelle because it was so smooth and effortless.
Yeah.
Like I'm so want to never do a wedding without her ever again.
Who's
like,
Michelle?
Michelle's a phenomenal photographer.
And you never want to do another wedding without her.
Because of just every time I turned around,
Uh-huh.
and I'll tell you why. Because she's a main photographer, and every time I wasn't in position because I got pulled away somewhere, she was in the main spot.
Mm.
And then when I was there, when I would come back,
Uh-huh.
without question, step away and start doing the secondary shots.
Oh yeah, because that's what good seconds do.
And if I saw her in the main, I went to seconds.
Yeah.
It was
a beautiful
the first
dance.
but it was the first time I didn't feel like I had to push the photographer out.
We've only done one wedding together, for the record.
I was concerned with you
That was our first wedding together, too.
because I've watched you grown so much.
Yeah.
And we've communicated and taught so much, and you're gonna laugh. She's shorter than me.
Oh, yeah.
So the angles are still attached to me, dude. Right? So I'm big on my angles, and I always make a joke. I think some of my work looks, especially with the mitzvahs and things, because I'm the same height as the kids.
Yeah.
So I always make jokes about that.
My angles are a lot more up because I'm tall. And because I'm tall, I know that I don't want to look down on people. So I bring my camera down so I'm looking up. Yeah. So
But I was off the mitzvah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I was on you a lot with where you shooting, how you're shooting.
Yeah.
And they came out beautiful, man. Like, hands out to you.
Oh, yeah, no, phenomenal. Yeah,
Without a doubt.
Zero doubt in the
I'm
skill.
with you. But we talked about the management and the point of view and how what's up here, right?
Yeah.
The CEO mindset when you're working, how that's coming out. So when I was working with her, there was this instant, like, every time I turned around, I didn't have to ask her to be somewhere, is my point.
Yeah, for sure.
Where it wasn't like, oh, we're both on the floor. Hey, can you go do this? Because we're shooting the same thing. And I felt we clashed a little bit on that, to be honest.
Who, me and you?
Yeah.
When
we're doing the mitzvah.
Did we?
We were just same angle, same shots for a lot of the time. I would go, hey, go do the rounds around. Or
in
if
the
I
party?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you might not realize. In my mindset, yes.
Huh.
The original question that we had was the two different families. So yeah, ultimately my concern was making sure I had equal parts to equal families. That was my biggest concern with these kids and stuff. Because again, what if I photographed 80% of this one family and only 30% of this? Like, that's the concern, honestly, is delivering a product that's equal to two families. And everyone's your friend, and I say it all the time, until they get their photos,
until they get their photos back.
Hey, you don't have this photo, and this didn't happen.
Where's John? I don't understand.
I don't.
How come you didn't get him?
Why is it
Yeah.
5? Why is it 30 photos of this kid and not this
25
child?
photos of this kid. Yeah.
So when you sit there and say, I think you over exaggerate, I don't think I did. I think we just overperformed knowing the severity of the situation
Yeah.
because culturally,
Mhm.
see how I tied it back
Mhm.
in? I didn't stop for weeks about my concern with you working with me on this, getting what they needed.
Cool. So, question: and when you edited, did you going into the editing process? Did you think I got 5 photos of him? I need 5 photos of him.
For the sneak peek, when I dropped them online,
Yeah.
yes. Everything was like, do I get equal share of the families?
Yeah.
Maybe not so much of each one of the kids, but more like this was family one as a photo, this is family two of a
Yeah.
photo. Because again, like I could do something so innocently and pick 12 photos, and 9 of them
Mm.
are of one kid who's just more energetic, more in front of the photo, whatever. I just
Yeah.
happen to get that person more
Yeah.
often,
Yeah.
whatever it
Which-
may be, whatever the situation is. And then all of a sudden you're posting that and you're like, okay, where's my family? Where's my kid?
Yeah.
So again, this whole process of overthinking, knowing through experience, this is a loaded gun looking at me.
Yeah.
And if I don't treat this with the utmost understanding and respect over
Mhm.
producing the idea, there's no upswing.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I'm on the downswing of this the entire time because everything I do in my mind is, oh, you didn't do my sister. You didn't get this person. Well, I had 2 whole families to capture.
Yeah.
I met you guys 10 minutes ago.
Mm, How come you
It's
got a
not like
sister?
I have to memorize one family. I now have to memorize
Oh
8 to
God.
12 people in a sea of 250 guests. Like it was a big event, man.
Yeah.
Guess wise. It was a big event.
It was large. It was definitely large, and it was a
Yeah.
good time too. So, this wedding, right, that you had. Let's deep dive into this.
I'm gonna get in trouble. They listen.
If they listen, oh, so we might not talk about the wedding.
I was unhappy with the planner by all means, man. I don't know. I'm torn if it was
Before
there's 3 situations that happened.
before we jump into this, how often are you unhappy with planners?
I have expectations. I would say I want
And
this is like a round table question. Like, I'm sorry, I want to be pampered. I want to be curated because of the stress that's going on. But I
Mhm.
want a planner to recognize what I'm doing
I guess
because at the end of the day, I know they're gonna be like, but I want this photo and I want you to do this, and I'm like, I just want to be recognized for how much effort I'm putting in because I am a high effort photographer. I I don't stop, in my opinion.
so
I'm always working really hard on events.
I think a better question would be, how often do planners meet your expectations?
Same thing. I think I fall short on a lot of expectations because I see things happening,
Mhm.
and I always wonder, is it because I'm so in the middle of it? I'm watching these things,
Yeah.
or I hear the complaint like this wedding. Okay, it's not a planner thing, but it's like just a poor vendor thing, in my opinion.
Mm.
And there's a lot of poor vendors out there because they're just budget friendly. I don't think they care, or they don't have the experience, or they just don't, they just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't put up with it. So the bride and groom are sitting down at the table, which in my opinion was in the wrong location, another conversation, and they're served their food and they don't even have silverware on the table.
It's okay.
So I'm there. They're like, hey, we don't have silverware. What do I do?
You get silverware.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll get you silverware.
Yeah.
I go to the maitre d' who's taking orders. I say, hey, the bride and groom don't have silverware. Yeah, you could go over there and get some. Bro, I'm the photographer, man. I'm not your staff. That's not my job.
Mm.
We're all supposed to do our job to make the outcome,
Mm.
to protect the outcome. Everyone has to do their part.
Mm. Mm.
I have no problem helping.
Yeah.
But bro, you're the maitre d' and your team is failing. You're telling the photographer, go and get them silverware. I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Now, what do? Do I go and complain to the planner who happens to be the sister-in-law who happens to be eating dinner, not working the event? Where does she stop being a sister-in-law, part of the bridal party, part of a guest, and then working it? When do I get to make that decision on, I have a complaint I need you to address because you're in charge?
How often? Oh God. So
And that's the philosophy I have is what to do. Harvey,
I
that's my puppy.
it's so funny that you mentioned that. So I had a loss in my family recently, and then
Condolences, my friend.
yeah, and thank you. And I live streamed the event for my family, right? And during the live stream, I was also taking pictures. But at no point did I, say, "Let me sit down and enjoy
Be
the
be a,
funeral,
be a,
be
be
in
a,
the funeral,
be in the
right?"
moment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You're
Because
working. You're not actually in the
in my
moment.
mind, I was working the whole time.
Why?
I just,
Why did you take on that responsibility?
I don't know. It's just. But the work was there, and at no point was it like I'm on break. No. And not saying that like I wouldn't do it or I couldn't or anybody asked me to, but the job is the job is the job is the job. And that really would bring me back to our openings. When you're a perfectionist, right?
Yeah.
In everything you do, it's looking at and remember I told you about that wedding we had, and there was a green exit sign above the arch,
Yeah.
right? And I was the second photographer, and I'm looking at the green sign, and I'm like, this is gonna cast back on this white dress, right? We need to cover this sign. And it was like,
Whatever.
it's whatever. And I'm just like, bro.
Bro, let me tell you what I did at this. I'll tell you what I did at this wedding. I just had this conversation, and I was very proud of myself at this moment. So the room that we did was very long.
Yeah.
It was narrow and long. So everything for all the guests really had to be centered to the room, so that left side, right side could see what's happening.
Yeah.
And
told you.
we've got like 3 minutes extra on that. And so the cake was put in the right corner next to the bride and groom, which is, again, the back right corner of it.
Yeah.
There's 100 guests, and only 6 could see the bride from their position. So the toasts are going on, and I look at one of the waiters. I'm like, bro, do you have an extra table? Yeah, I get your table. Can you give me a table real fast? Gets me a table. I'm like, do you have a tablecloth? They're like, no. Well, outside, there's bar tops with cloths on it. Now my second, she took the lead, so I'm like, I'm good, I'm off. I don't need to do this, right? Like I'm breath, I'm good, I'm all confident.
We got everything.
I'm problem solving.
Yeah.
Run outside like a magician, pull the damn thing off, throw it onto the table. I get my intern, he walks over, grabs the cake. We literally set the cake up in the middle of the dance floor so that everyone could see the cake cutting. Where was the planner?
Enjoying her cake before.
No, cupcakes, because that was really important. That's an off conversation. But my job is to curate the best images with whatever situation is given to us.
Yeah. Not recreate a situation.
Not recreate, but make sure the situation's set up to capture moments. The situation with the cake there, we would have photographed their backs. We would have been one location, no ability to move, next to a wall. It was inappropriate to shoot. Great to keep the cake there, whatever, no big deal. There was no plan onto how this cake cutting was going to happen.
No, but that's why you hire professionals, because you have the experience to know what looks good, what doesn't look good.
I moved them over to the center to do their speeches because they were going to do the speeches in the corner. Who's going to see them?
Yeah, no. I remember, like one of my very first weddings.
I do it with the mitzvahs with the hora, the chairlift.
Yeah.
I make sure the chair's where I want it, not where they put it down.
Yeah, that's it.
Because
things, nobody's gonna care. They're gonna see the photos and say, "How come you didn't move it?" And that's what happened to me.
That's my point.
That's what happened to me.
I call it the bra strap issue. Have you heard of this phenomenon?
No.
How come my bra strap was showing? How come
you didn't tell me? Same thing. So
like that's always in my head. Like
I say everything. Here's what I tell people. This is, well, for the most part, if we're lucky, this is your first wedding, not mine,
On
right?
point.
Right. I had a wedding.
Where's my preach? Where's my preach?
Which was honestly, it was one of my first weddings, but her hair was in front of her face.
Nope, that's not
right.
Yeah.
So she's facing the camera, but the hair is right here.
Now, is that styled or was that?
It was styled that
misplaced?
way. It was styled that way. But I said, man, I wish you were on the other side so I could see your face instead of your hair. She said, how come you didn't move me? And it from that, it clicked. Now I move everybody.
Yeah.
I changed everything now.
So that's the problem I have because I come off arrogant, I think, because I want to control everything for the image that I see. Now that's the problem. That's the problem. Because and I don't know if it is a problem actually, because you hired me for my vision and for what I do. But if you're coming in here with a shot list and a preconceived idea, and it doesn't work out in the logistics and the moment we have, am I being confrontational?
It depends,
Right?
and it 110%. It depends on.
I'm sorry, guys. I got my puppy here today, and I'm not sure why he's barking.
Someone outside.
Is it?
Yeah. I think it depends on how hard you push. You mentioned things. I try to say things twice. Hey, I think we should go left. Hey guys, I think this is a bad idea. This is why we should go left.
Yeah.
If we still want to go right, I guess we're going right.
I take the philosophy of I could delete later, do the shot that they want and move on and get back to my shot.
Yeah.
Honestly, like why have the confrontation? I'm just saying as a statement, like I feel like a lot of times I'm like, hey, we got to do this. This is where it needs to be. This won't work. I love this. Yeah, but the lighting's not here. We have to move all this stuff to make it look right. Like our eyes so deceive what photographers get to do. Like we don't get to photograph all the time what our eyes see. Our eyes are able to really adjust between levels of things.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I need lighting to make that happen. Otherwise, it's just a silhouette. And
oh God,
right? I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Especially if it's natural light.
Well, when you're indoors with no natural light, it's hard to shoot natural light, man.
God,
it's real hard to do that.
You gotta bring your own, bro. You gotta bring your own natty light.
Natty light.
You know what I want to talk to you about?
Yeah, what's up?
Today.
We're here all day.
Yeah, I have a wedding tomorrow, right? So today I went to the rehearsal, and it was not the first time I've been to a rehearsal, but I haven't done a rehearsal in a long time. Okay. And I've shot.
Now, did you photograph it?
Absolutely not. No, I just hung out.
You just hung out. So you took your own time without a camera.
So,
let's just set this up for a second.
Let me tell you why.
No, wait. I gotta set the scene up.
Go ahead, set the scene up.
So you get home yesterday. You're traveling all week. You're like, hey,
stressed out.
I'm gonna go and just hang out,
upset,
at this rehearsal dinner just to get a vibe of the family that I'm hired for and so on and so forth.
Yes, because I've never met them before.
How did you get hired?
They found me.
They found you.
Yeah.
They booked you online. Never met you. Just through conversation.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Paid me in full, so now I'm working for free.
You got paid in full. Okay, I'm gonna give a professional advice on this, especially with the Christine thing that's going on right now.
Yeah,
I don't care how desperate you are. You never take a full payment up front 2 years out.
Oh yeah, I mean
you never. To anyone who's watching, 7 people.
Oh, Holly Christine, she messed it up for everybody.
Don't you take as least amount of money as your business can afford. No, as your business can afford.
Yeah.
You do not want to be on the hook 2 years later when you have no clue where you're going to be, how you're going to be, God forbid.
If I even have a camera in my hands anymore.
And be on the hook for that money.
I don't think I was shooting video 2 years ago.
You weren't shooting photography 2 years ago.
Yes, I was. I was.
You weren't shooting at my standards.
Yeah, no, not at all. Nah, she got me good. But either way,
in your value today, how underpaid are you for this event? Since you're making nothing.
No. I'm.
You got
I'm good.
You rolling back out with that old Canon that you had?
Yeah,
that's what she paid for, bro.
Dusting off
for your new stuff.
I mean, I had an R5 when she had me, so no, I got R5C, same thing. But
Canon lover, she took a shot at you.
Yeah. So we had this. We had the.
I digress.
Yeah. we had land the plane.
I don't have it, man. It's not on here.
So we had
Land the plane. Land the plane. I first land the plane. Let's go.
Right. I'm trying to remember what I'm talking about. So we had the rehearsal, and I've shot like maybe a couple hundred weddings, 150, 100 plus, right? 100 plus for sure. And I thoroughly enjoyed this.
Nice.
I only went because 5 minutes from my house. That's why.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's the only reason. I'm so used to traveling for weddings constantly. I got a Boston one coming up. Like I'm so used to traveling and me taking a day to get to the wedding, driving 4 hours.
Yep.
The mitzvah we did was in Charlotte, 3 hours.
6 hours there and back, right?
There and back. So for me to drive 5 minutes to a venue is definitely a luxury.
Ooh, let's go.
And I did it.
Such a good day when that happened.
Yeah, man, this is the best day.
Tomorrow you're gonna be like, I'm
Your
here
pictures
already.
are done before you're home, right? So it was coaching the bride and groom, right, in real time. Hey, this is what's gonna happen during the ceremony. This is where I'm gonna be at. And now, for the first time in a long time, tomorrow we could be in the moment because we spoke already, right? Hey, there's no need for introductions. We met Barry with a B. That's how I introduced myself to everybody. Barry with a B because there's no other letter that Barry could start with, right? But that's what, if you're smart, that's what you say, and then you remember it.
Sure.
Yeah. So it was.
I get Ron.
Oh God, I'm sure that's frustrating.
So cute.
So when was the last time you did a rehearsal? And do you feel like rehearsals are necessary?
I'm torn in between, man. I love the idea of what you're saying, man, because like when you want to control, like again, it goes down to controlling what works, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you can see things that don't work.
Oh, that's absolutely
like, hey, this works for the planner. This works maybe for this, but you got one videographer. I got one angle. I got this shot. It doesn't work for the shot.
I was able to take pictures. I'm sitting down like, okay, I like this angle here. When you're walking down with the bride, I'm on video. I could maneuver this way because I see you coming this way. You guys are gonna shake hands.
I think site visits and walking through things like that is crucial to having clear expectations.
Yeah.
And a clear vision of creativity. I don't know who could go to a site and not take on the pressure of like what's there. Like, so I have two philosophies. One, it is what it is that day. It'll be what it will be, no matter what. Your plans are probably not going to happen the way you thought they were, and I'm okay with that because I'm going to sway and bounce off of the emotional connection and the story that's happening. Right?
Also, you're gonna lean into your experience because you have that.
Sure, but I think what you did and how that works is important. I think a site visit is if you could put that in the schedule, if you are compensated for your time to do so, I think it's a great investment to the integrity of the product. Shout out to Katrina.
We'll shout Katrina on here.
We could get her out here.
We need a bigger table though.
Is that an insult?
No, I'm just saying. I'm looking at the frame, bro. With elbow to elbow.
You need dip multiple ankles, bro.
We were squeezed in here.
She's just like pint-sized little firecracker. You're like, yeah.
Nah, it's us. We gotta
turn the table and shoot. And
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Shoot sideways, man.
Listen, I'm playing. So in conclusion, I think that was awesome. The last thing that's on my mind is
let's land the plane on this. We got like 2 minutes on this.
Do we? Look at that. See, I told you, man. This is talk. I told you it works.
So comment below. Last time we had some ideas and we was pre-planned. This time we're just kind of going off and just having a conversation. What do you guys vibe with? Have we given content that makes you think and ask questions or look at
makes you feel yeah, you're listening and you just I think this is way.
Have you felt this before in any part of your lives? Comment below. I know I'm not searching to get extra comments. I just want to hear what the community says. I want to be able to talk about things that are real, what's going on.
And I feel like this is real. But to that point, to that point, I know, right? Yeah, to that point, when's the next time you're going to buy an SSD or a CF Express card? How real is that?
That's That is real right now, man.
Yeah,
That
man.
is not making me happy by any means, dude. I'll tell you what's even worse, man. I just booked. There's a dog tail hanging out. I just booked flights, man, for my travel, dude.
Mhm.
Now you may not realize it,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
bro. I just paid $600 for an hour and a half trip to Florida.
Southwest?
No,
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Southwest was 900.
Really?
They are now officially done with ABC, like first come,
Oh,
first
thank God.
serve.
Jesus, I hate
Are
that
you
so
kidding me? I love that, man.
much.
I'm
No,
so
I'm
sorry.
bougie. I'm bougie, but that's neither here. Let's land the
But,
plane.
but no, but here's the bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
You go get a flight ticket, and then now it's $30 to pick out your seat.
Mhm.
I just paid $300, $400, and now I'm paying another $50 for a seat. What the hell did I buy a ticket for?
Well, I am uniquely
Get that.
available to tell you
Excuse me
exactly
one
why
second. Give me 1 second. I need to do this right.
I could.
Get that smile off your face,
I just
sir.
because I'm uniquely
You.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It sounds good. So what happens is, right, with airline tickets and how they're broken down, right? When you buy an airline ticket and pay for your seat, right, you have what's called a bundled fare and an unbundled fare. So
It
It's-
sounds all
yeah,
unfair.
yeah. Historically, right, people find that your pay or how you market it is when I was with a low cost carrier, right, in the past, right, in your mind, what they sell to low cost carriers, people who buy low cost carrier tickets, right, they see, oh, I'm only paying $50 for this flight. So your mind is you're paying for what you need. I only have a book bag, I'm paying $50. Oh, but I have a book bag in the bag, so now I'm paying $50 for the bag, $50 for the fare, right? Cool, $100. But now you're gonna sit wherever
They should
we
talk
put
to
you.
me because that's not how my brain works.
Oh yeah, right. Well,
They really need to talk to me. I want a flight. I want my bag. I'm flying more than one effing day.
absolutely. So then you fall in another category where you need to be flying on the what's it called? The legacy carriers, which is funny that is to bring that back. The legacy carriers are your United, your American Airlines, your Deltas, right? And they have bundled fares, right? Where you pay one ticket, right? You're paying $300 for a flight, but you're getting your seat, you're getting this, you're getting your bags, everything's included.
It's not included though.
And
dude. Your bags aren't included. You got to pay $25, $50 per bag now.
No, then you sit down and you get a credit card, right? And then your credit card will give you free bags. It's all, bro. It's all part of the big circle
It's a
of revenue.
scam
It's all
It's
the
a
big
scam
circle of revenue.
on how to take money from everyone that can't afford it and the people that can't afford it, whatever.
Yeah.
There's no reason a flight right now
Mhm.
from North Carolina for an hour and a half to Florida should be $600 one way. It shouldn't be. And that's where I'm going to leave it.
And the pushback
at
on
below.
that is it's
You work for the-
$600.
you-
Yeah, it's $600.
You know what?
I'm
You
just
work
telling
for
you
the
why.
airlines. I'm not going to let him talk. He's compromised for the airlines.
I
We're
am
landing this
compromised. I'm
plane, ladies and
biased. I'm
gentlemen.
biased because your $600 is going into my pocket somewhere
Ladies
every
and
2 weeks.
I don't know what to do, bro. I'm closing this show.
Guys, this is awesome.
I don't like how this ended this year. I'm excited for the next show. My frustration is there. I think we do.
Welcome to the frustration.
Welcome to the
Welcome.
frustration. I am over corporate America, bro. Bring back middle class people, ladies and gentlemen. Bring back my middle class event.
Make middle class great again.
Make middle class great again, ladies and gentlemen.
Mega.
We're not trying to be political. We're just trying to be realistic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the A&B conversation. We want to see your way out. We love that you came and hung out with us on this podcast. Until next week, where we have another conversation about just how the world works.
And I'll tell you how that wedding went. And how
I
good it
can't
was.
wait, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I feel good.
I can't wait.
Beautiful couple.
I'll talk to you about my
Portfolio
15
couple.
Portfolio couple.
Bye.
All in the right spot now.
That's it.